Rick Warren once said that human beings can live for weeks without food, days without water, but only a minute without hope. Now, I don't know about his timeline, but the urgency of what he said is exactly right. Human beings need hope to cope. We need hope to get through the things in our life. Without hope, things can turn bad really, really quick. Hebrews chapter 6 tells us that we have this hope, the hope of God's promises, as an anchor for our soul. It is firm and it is secure. An anchor for our soul, firm and secure. For years, up until COVID, we as a church have gone to Ukraine twice a year on mission trips to help our sister church, Grace Church, in Novograd-Volynski. And when you do that for several years, you begin a pretty tight relationship with some people. And so those people feel like family to me. And those people are in a world of hurt right now. I don't know if you've seen the news, but the Russian nation has amassed 200,000 soldiers, their military, right on the border of Ukraine. There are thousands of tanks, dozens of warships ready to pounce on them. And in a very real way, any moment could be their last moment to be called Ukraine. They are going to be invaded. They are going to be, many of them, slaughtered, and they will be absorbed by the Russian Federation. And so when I talk to them, there's a real sense of urgency and there's a real sense of imminence, like we know this is coming. They're a little bit worried, they're a little bit scared. You would be too. And but above all things, when I talk to them, they display hope that their nation has been through things like this before and God has never failed them. That things like this happen all the time around the world, but God is still in charge. And I really appreciate their sense of hope as they're facing this impending doom. So I was thinking this week that we would talk about hope because many of you might not be in a country about to be invaded, but you might need hope with your finances. You might need hope in your marriage. You might need hope where you work. You certainly going to need some hope just to watch the news. And so let's talk about hope and what it is and how you can have more. And I ran across this acrostic the other day talking about hope, and I think it's something that we can kind of build on and apply to our lives. So when you've got something impending that's pretty dangerous, or something impending that's pretty discouraging, or if you're right in the middle of that storm of discouragement, hold on to hope. And you spell it out, H, hang tight, God is with you. For a moment, for a few years, God became one of us. And so he knows exactly what it feels like to face the things you're facing. He knows what it's like to be human and to struggle. And then he promised that he would always be with us. So hold on tight. He is with you in the middle of your discouragement. He's with you in the middle of your storm. Oh, you overcome by praying. There's so much great strength in prayer, just by talking with God and letting God speak with you. It is something that calms the soul. It is something that aligns your life with God. This hope that we have that's an anchor for our soul, that anchor is definitely held in place by prayer. It's what holds us together. P, pull together. There's nothing like a crisis to pull people together. And there is nothing like a despairing moment or a discouraging time in life that really requires unity. Oftentimes when we see storms of life or problems in life, like if a storm hits America, a hurricane or tornadoes like in Kentucky, you just see people coming out of the woodwork to help. There's unity in a crisis. So pull together, don't isolate. And then the last one I love is E. Evil exists, but it will not win. And this is so true and something we've got to hold on to, that whatever your situation is right now, it won't always be like this. Whatever discouragement or trial or depressing thing you're facing, it won't always be like this. There will come a day when God will make it right. Evil does exist in our lives, but it cannot win because our God always wins. So we have this anchor that holds our soul together. It is firm and it is secure, and the scripture calls it hope. So take hope today. Live in hope. And we'll keep talking about it this week so we can learn to live a life anchored by hope. See ya.